Dad?
Or have you already paid? I can
Sorry, I had a flashback.
haven't paid? Okay.
Alrighty, I gave you a variety of 3 of our most popular popsicles. Go ahead and pay when you're.
Okay. Oh, whoops, I gotta see if it's in the bank. There we go, pal. Sorry about that.
Thank
I gotta
you very
grab
much.
this.
Your order will be out.
Thanks.
Right,
Hey, Nino.
Hey,
what's going on, pal?
have you attempted to FOIA any documents for yourself?
I haven't. There's got a Robin guy. He'd filed something. There's a docket up, and he's posted on it 2 or 3 times for me.
Okay, perfect. Have you tried requesting it on your own accord?
No, actually, I asked the long redhead cop that was prosecuting me if she could give me the charges and definitions of the charges, and she said she didn't have to do that, so I just stayed in jail.
Oh, okay, good. Well, not good, but good for what I'm cooking. All right, I appreciate it. Also, Chenggang lives in Grove Street, Sac. I don't think Kay's been around though. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I forgot they live
anyway.
right behind me. No worries.
All
right, you take care.
What you trying to cook up over there? What you doing?
Well, I went to go get a FOIA request for one of my clients. She apparently they never wrote the report in which she was a victim where they forced her into the bank so that the bank robbers could take her as a hostage. They didn't write any of the reports for it. And then I went to go have her make a statement so she could state all this so we could go from there. And they told me I had to wait 5 days until they gave me a report that she was getting written right then and there. So I lost my fucking mind, and I'm trying to. The TLDR is FOIAs are apparently not in legislation, which means I don't know what the fuck they're thinking.
Yeah. So I mean, there is. Wait. So did it actually go to the docket, the court case? Because I believe. If things go to the docket at that point, everything that's submitted needs to be shown to both sides. So I don't know if you can like force it through that somehow, maybe.
That is true, but the FOIAs are. So I got 2 paralegals cooking something up right now, but I would argue that what is necessary is a class action lawsuit for anyone that has in the last 30 days requested a FOIA request and has not received it within a 24-hour period. And if they have not, then the police department should be sued, and or there needs to be legislative change that outlines what it is. Apparently, they're keeping it in some private documents, which is fucking idiotic.
Yeah, so listen, about that. There's also very big problems with the jurisdiction in which their laws are imposed, since a lot of the Constitution, even though it's empowered by the state, all implies that it's the city of Los Santos in which their jurisdiction is and these laws are created for. So class action lawsuit was one of the things I was considering as well. But I believe the people saying, or maybe, you know, peacefully protesting on the streets with loud firecrackers and shit could maybe send the message. You know, the reality is, I think a lot of people have been detained by this police force outside of their jurisdiction, and which would ultimately lead to the arrest. And if they don't have jurisdiction, they shouldn't be able to transfer us to the jail in which they transfer everybody. So technically that would also be kidnapping, just via processing the people, because they don't have the rights to you know, do any law enforcement outside of the city of Los Santos.
I mean, if you go down that route, you might even well, the jail is in Blaine County.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be more than just kidnapping.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's technically no law to authorize their law out there. So technically there'd be federal law. I mean, I don't know what that'd entail, but there'd still be the base laws, you know, of whatever the feds would have said, which makes sense. But I just don't think they could enforce their law.
You could say they're human trafficking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I looked at this shit too, and apparently the redhead lady, when she took her oath to the state for the council, it says that she isn't a part of any other government or agency, and she's now a part of the police force. So when she joined the police force, she broke that oath, which means she is now going against the state because she is still enforcing laws via that system while a police officer. So it shows her bias in her own oath, which is actually in the Constitution, which would mean, you know, I don't know. She's the one that's meant to be the expert in my case, so it's confusing.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, she's fucked.
so treason.
Treason, yes. She is the one actually committing treason in legislation that she wrote that she's an expert in against me in the case in which I apparently committed treason by writing "I'm an overseer" on the wall.
Who's the redhead you're talking about? Is it a cop?
Yeah, I can't remember. She's in the council, and she uses the good.
Oh,
the
Siobhan.
good shit. Yeah. Really nice long hair. Too bad she's a fucking asshole.
Oh. Yeah, she can go fuck herself. She.
Well, it looks like she might have already done it with the long dig of her own law.
Well, shit. All right. Well, yeah, it's gonna get interesting. I just from this simple FOIA request, I'm losing my mind as to how no one's questioned a lot of the. To me, right now, it kind of looks. I don't know.
I mean, I just don't understand if a case is processed and it could be case law. Why is the verdict not explained and shown as case law? I mean, it sets a precedent to our law, does it not? Like, I don't understand why the fuck you wouldn't do that. It is literally at that point capable of being case law, as it is being proven as guilty in the court. It is law
It says
now.
it at. Yeah, I mean, and it says it at the top of the Constitution. Yeah,
Listen,
Look,
we gotta be careful, okay? Just try not to have an aneurysm. We're getting old, all right? We're at the age that if we get too heated, we might just pop an artery or something and our heart will explode. Or the government will do it to us. So just be careful. Don't go in any toilets alone. And
What?
don't... Yeah, I know it sounds weird, but that's where they do it sometimes. When you're in there taking a shit, they run in there and stab you in the neck with a needle, and then the next thing you know, your fucking heart explodes, and they think it's a heart attack. But really, it's some fucking poison from out in the ocean of some fucking toadfish or some bullshit that fucking just deteriorates or something, and they wouldn't have expected to check. It's like a toxin. I've read it in the CIA documents.
How much is that?
Actually, I don't know what the drip fine is.
Anyways, listen. I am starving to death. I haven't eaten in about 20 minutes, so I'm going to go and get a sandwich, okay? If you find anything,
All right.
just holler back.
all right, we'll do. You take
Okay.
care.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
So what do you got on you? You got some coffee bean cups?
I got a so sweet Sammy and a Turtlicious and a
Yeah,
what?
I'm really
Oh,
glad.
Sammy, how are you doing on food?
Seriously.